You are listening to Journeys on Revolution Radio on freedomslips.
Well, on YouTube, yeah.
And simulcast with wolfspiritradio.com. Join JP, your tour guide today, on this journey of discovery from the known to the unknown in search of enlightenment, knowledge, and truth.
Well, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to Journeys. And I already have a caller. Now, I hope I'm going to be able to link you in with the thing there. I've got an unknown phone number, so I hope you've called in for the show. Who am I speaking to? Ah, no, they decided not to call, not to continue with this. Oh, I wonder who that was. That was funny. That was very funny. So that completely put me off my my stride. Today I was just on Mona and Karen Kirschbaum's show on Revolution Radio, and we were talking about my device. It's a all right. So I was talking about how my guides are connected with me, and they said I've got a job to build a machine, and this is how we do it. You know, bit by bit over the last 10 years, they've been giving me pieces of it, and I'm able to actually I've created a website for it. So let me just bring up the page on there so you can see what that looks like. There we go. So you can see the box and the spectacles there, and this is the beginning of what I'm going to be building. I'll probably open source the whole thing, because it's like, you know, anybody can make one of these, and essentially what it will be, now at the moment I've just got this 2-wire. Eventually it'll be quite a thicker wire, because it'll need more cables to send the signals up and down, but essentially it will have you'll be able to put different colors into each lens of the spectacles. At the moment, it's just a simple. There's a single LED in each corner of the shades, and they're wired in parallel. So basically, they'll both come on at the same time. But my recent discovery is in EMTD. I'm going to have to look this up. This is the right. Let me just find this Dr. Shapiro's thing. Shapiro trauma. So what Dr. Shapiro found was that Francine Shapiro, there we go, and it's called eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, which is EMDR. There we go. So let me bring up the page on here. Maybe let's see what this one is and find her own. There's the EMDR Institute. Let's find their own web page, and let's go along to that. And all right, can I not? Did you see that? I'd like to make sure that I'm presenting to everyone. Anyhow, so there's the screen share, and here's the EMDR Institute. EMDR Institute, present to everyone. Right there. Okay. So didn't have that right. And there you can see what they're all about. Let's see if we can find Francine and getting past your past. So they train. I don't think there's a photo. Is there a photo of Francine? No. No photo of Doctor, but that's all her stuff. So she developed eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, which is essentially a way of, it shifts your attention from your left to your right in a gentle, regular sequence. And I suppose it's a bit like laying in a boat that is rocking from side to side, or even, you know, EMDR tape. Now, let's see if I can get this on YouTube, that you can actually hear this. Oops, sorry. You hear this crunch. That's the video. Right. So there's Dr. Shapiro. There she is. Now what is it? There's some lovely. So some of these have subliminals in it. I don't really want to put subliminals in. But it is a very relaxing sound, I have to say. Let me see if I can find some. Let's see what it comes through. You'll be able to. Right, now if you're listening on stereo, right, that's not it. Follow the movement of the star. Here's a very simple one.
Relax yourself with EMDR therapy. Take a moment for yourself. Place yourself 20 centimeters away from the screen. Turn your attention inside yourself. Follow the movement of the star.
Okay, so you can see from this that what it's encouraging you to do is to move your eyes left to right, left to right, left, right to left, and our eyes generally go along like tracks. You know, we do the same eye movements all the time, and we get habitual with them. And when you do something like this, what you're doing is it's like exercising a muscle, stretching a muscle that you don't normally stretch. And you have eye muscles in your eyes, which all lock up. We do it all the time. When you see something you don't want to see, yes, screw your eyes up. Well, when you feel something you don't want to feel, you screw your feelings up. You crunch up muscles in your stomach and things like that. And so this is a way that you can release things, because here's the trick. If you relax your if you relax your eyelids, then that sets off a whole chain of other relaxations, because your eyelids are the last thing in your body to relax. That's a very old thought I haven't had for a long time. Your eyelids are the last thing in your body to relax. So if you can relax your eyelids, then you've actually got a way to go to. Oh, now even thinking about it makes you go and feel sleepy. Anyhow, so let's find a less dramatic color. Right. Okay. So this is EMDR, which is eye movement desensitization and movement. So now I was trying to find the one that I was listening to a while ago, and I may have it in my computer here. So I'll see what it is. But basically what that does is okay, so what Dr. Shapiro used to do, she used to take her fingers and just say, follow my eyes, follow my fingers, and just like that. And then she would ask the person to talk about the traumatic event as she moved her fingers. And what she found was that the subject was able to release the trauma and talk more about her issues and traumatic issues that would previously have been impossible to talk about, and made it very possible for her to talk about it. So this is one treatment for trauma. And as you know, we're all about releasing PTSD here, and trauma is the key. My impressions about it is that when you receive a shock, and your shocks could be something like 9/11 was a shock to all Americans. Princess Diana's murder was a shock. JFK's assassination was a shock. JFK's murder, still murder. It was a shock. It put people into trauma, and then they discovered that they could put a new story, the official story, or the narrative, is usually something so outrageously untrue, but because people are so traumatized, they're unable to discern that that's true or not, because the ability to think clearly is because you're in touch with both sides of your brain. But if you're locked on one side, then you're unable to reason. You're unable to have your internal discussion. If you're just like, I'm going to hold on to this idea, and it doesn't matter what my subconscious mind is saying, it can flap away as much as it likes, but I'm still remaining who I am. And all that stuff, that's where the ego lives. And so basically the ego has been enhanced, amplified, exacerbated over the last few years because of all the trauma. And this is, well, it's not the whole mission. The mission is to release the trauma and to release the people. The means have to do with frequency, as we've been seeing. And from, I can only assume that the things that I've been made to be interested in over the last 10, 15 years are things that are relevant to this purpose. So, for instance, I've been interested in this LED light, this red colored LED light. Have I got one here? Oh, I don't have one here. But I got some. It's a frequency, 660 nanometers. I'm open sourcing this whole thing. There's no secrets here. How all these things work. But I don't think anybody has combined all of these things together. So the idea of adding the frequency of the pulsation to be your signature sound, which is, a personal programmed thing that you get. And it's a frequency that talks directly into your body. I mean, everybody, it's the body, it's the frequency of the body that's got this sound. And it's linked, oddly enough, 80% of cases, to the astrological sign of the person, the sun sign. I haven't really figured that one out yet, but when it comes, I'll share it. But it seems that the signature sound of a person is quite measurable, and also outlines the place where they tend to have vulnerabilities. And so when you have a vulnerability like that, people talk about Pisceans. Pisceans have a vulnerability in their feet, because Pisces rules the foot. Areans, if you have Aries in your chart, you know, if you have Mars in Aries, you probably bang your head a lot, because Aries rules the head, you know. So all head injuries are Aries related. And so it goes on. So Aries, and then it goes down, you know, Taurus. What's Taurus? Is this area. Gemini, the shoulders, the arms. Cancer is the lungs and the heart. Leo is the solar plexus, the sunshine. Virgo is the lower intestines. Scorpio is the sacrum. Sagittarius is the thighs. Capricorn's the knees. Aquarius is the ankles, and Pisces are the feet. So when you have issues in those places, and you know, I'll often say to people, you know, oh, I've got a terrible back. And I say, oh, do you know any Geminis? No. Do you know any? Well, it depends where in the back it is, but you know, it would be perhaps a Virgo or Scorpio, you know, ruling the lower back. And the left side is male, and the right side is no. Is that right? Capricorn male. No, left side is female, right side is male. Yeah. So, so if somebody's like stubbed their right foot, that's a sign of a Pisces, a male. Viewers, hello, viewers. Hey, I didn't expect anybody to be watching. Anyway, let's see. Now there is a chat room, I believe. Let me see if I can open that page and see if anything's going on. And I can look at the see who you are. It's lovely to see you. I don't expect anybody to be here. So yeah, just turn that fellow off. Yeah. So there you go. Is anybody in the chat room? Is anybody watching? Is there anybody out there? Put some things in the chat room and I'll say hello. So I can see my face there. I'll freeze that so that I don't lose my bandwidth. Anyway, let's have a look at Wolf Spirit Radio. Because I am on Wolf Spirit Radio as well. There we go. Bookmarked. Well, it's only for this show. Don't really want to bookmark it, but you can bookmark my channel. Okay, so where was I? I don't really want to do a particularly long show today, but Rebecca's got a headache. And somewhere there is what's Rebecca's sign? Oh, Rebecca's an Aquarius, so maybe she's got Aries somewhere. Anywho, yes, headaches. So parts of the body reflect your sun sign, and the frequency that people have been coming to Shari Edwards with also reflect the sunshine, the sun sign, in 80% of cases. And I would probably imagine that in 20% of the cases, that frequency is probably their rising sign, or maybe something more acute. Perhaps even family issues. So it's all about frequency, as you know. I'm all about frequency. Oh, I really need. Why am I so tired? I need a blast of my Energizer goggles, you know. I'll probably do that before the before Strange Universe. Ooh. Yes, tea. That's what's in it. Really, no whiskey in there. So I was just talking with Mona and Karen on Mona Radler's show on Revolution Radio, and it was we were talking about, well, my communications, my box, the box, the Energizer, which I thought that was a stupid name, and then now I discover later that to innovate is to create nerves. So it's actually a really good name. It just sounds cheesy. And so what this box will eventually do, it will have the and it will also have from side to side, and the light will be pulsed like that, and that pulse will be a frequency that is congenial to you. It will be pre-programmed for you. Oh, excuse me. Now I'm definitely going to have a nap in a minute. Can't believe that. I'm so tired. Maybe I'll be taken out. So, look, the box will somehow be pulsing in colors. So what I've already got the technology to create a color, shade, hue changing thing, which is what you call the rainbow chroma. You have it in a box, and then you put a tall crystal on it, and you can and it changes color and sends colors through the thing. And so I've been working on things like that for the last few months. How to get colors programmed, how to change them, all that stuff, and also how to pulse at frequencies. So my next thing is, how do I get this thing to pan across? It's probably not difficult. I just need to have stereo glasses as well as stereo headphones. The headphones are already in stereo. I've already got 2 channels on that. So maybe the next version of the box will do the side to side with the audio and keep the channel pulsing in the middle. Who knows? I just have to keep experimenting and keep doing all these things, and eventually I'll come up with the right approach. Now, is anyone sending me? No, nothing in the chat room. Okay. Not very. So, as I said, I just wanted to kind of put a placeholder here to say that I'm actually doing a show this week. Tonight I'll be speaking with, now what's her name? Oh, I've lost one of my channels. That's interesting. One of my sites has just gone down, I think. Let me see. Isn't that funny? Yeah, so it would be a great thing to, I don't know, that's all working. I'm back online. Oh, well, so I hope I'm still online on Wolf Spirit Radio, but I just got taken offline on that. Right, so what should I do? Maybe put some music on. Or maybe just finish the show. I would like to thank you for tuning in. And like I said, I'll be back later. We have, who do I have? I have, where's that beyond? I have a guest tonight. I can't remember who they are. It's she has 3 names. Hang on. Shah, I have, and I'll be doing Revolution Radio at 9 o'clock. Anyway, up next is going to be the Lou Collins Show on Sound Art Radio. So thank you very much for joining me. Sorry, piss poor performance, really. I've got a lot to do today. Have a lovely day. Good night, everybody.